What's up, guys? Wow, crazy day. If you expected that, you should buy some lotto tickets. Absolutely crazy sell-off today. Um, Beautiful on calling that fib yesterday, kind of that top on SPY, the retracement. Um, I charted this up for someone. It's a little coincidence, guys. From here to here, we retraced 50%. From here to here, we retraced 50%. From here to here, we retraced 50%. So, coincidence? Not sure. But pretty crazy sell-off day. Um, I think I only had two plays. Facebook was kind of a quick push. We just had so I can't even tell what right here we had I believe a 30-minute, yeah, 30-minute demand right here where we pushed up, came down, pushed up again. Pretty nice move here. We came down, we were getting close, and QQQ and ES were both in demand, so I went ahead and started that position, went light, had a nice push up, a quick easy trade. We do have those bounces. We get close to demand. We're not completely destroying demand. Um, just today was just pretty ugly. Today we had multiple demands, kind of just took them out. Um, Go ahead and erase these, kind of make it easier to look. First off, simple. Didn't slip my mind. I thought we would, I was looking for like a little rally into where we sold off, kind of overnight session, where we would have kind of like I was looking for that play. Did not happen. And then everything else just seemed chasing. Yeah, you could have gotten puts anytime today and made really good money. But for me, chasing is really hard because you get in a really bad habit. But that 40-40 was definitely, look at that resistance. Or that's, yeah, resistance. Um, Another resistance. So we couldn't push past it. We finally pressed past it. One bounce, two bounces, and then you could tell we broke through it. Lower time frame on ES. That 40-40, you can see how we broke through it. And what did we do? We retested it. So that was definitely that retest that open, and we just continued to fall. Definitely should have looked at that, but of course, definitely hard to we're down 1.5% after completely having an amazing day yesterday. But we had, going in today, I had this kind of daily uh, demand, and I had this daily demand. So we had two daily demands. Was looking for, kind of a push up to that where we sold off our supply, and then hitting a daily demand, and hopefully having a bounce there. Uh, but you can tell we definitely, daily demands. You can tell not really bouncing at all. Buyers not coming back in right here. We couldn't even get back out of it once we got into it. So that's definitely showing that buyers are not coming back in where they bought before. That's just overall weakness. That's why you need to use market sentiment as part of supply and demand. You can't always use supply and demand on its own just because we hit a certain spot where they bought before. Doesn't mean, you know, they're going to buy there again. We were just straight selling off. We had you look at any time frame candle was absolutely ugly. Then I was looking for possibly, when we broke the whole low here, I wanted a kind of 4,000 test because we kept making kind of like basing candles here. And then, on SPY, I'd like to see that 4,400 test come up here and then continue to drop. We just never got a little push up where you could, have a positive, good feeling um, on getting puts. Because on puts, if you're going down like this, you want to respect your supplies. You want a supply to be created, and then you want kind of a bounce up to it to a supply drop. This never happened. The only ones were kind of lower time frames I was watching. Like we had one here. This could have been possibly one if you're like charting it right there. We had a base, a drop, base, drop, and then we kind of came back up, tested it, but dropped it. But that's gonna be definitely gonna be tough to get into the kind of lower time frame. Could have been nice and risky, but you could tell. Look at that. Once we hit that, we rejected it really well. VIX. I mean, I put this chart out yesterday, guys. Like that thing hit demand where we shut up pretty strong last time on May 5th, and then what did we do again? Shut up pretty strong. Kind of just a little bummed out that my SPY puts hit a stop when I was like so confident on that where that SPY top was. Just a lot of this market's hard, really really hard. You can tell we're just doing these huge swings, these big moves, intraday moves. Today was just like one of the days that we actually just went straight down. Yesterday was kind of one of the days we kind of just went straight up, but really hard market. You have to know most of the time you have to get in and out, get your 20%, get your 30%. But today you could have held forever, but I wouldn't have done that. Some plays that I missed that I was kind of frustrated about. We had NVIDIA. I learned this yesterday. So what you have is NVIDIA. Try to find the time frame. 30, 15 minute. So we have this supply right here. I had it on the chart yesterday. We came down, tested it a few times, and then had a nice sell-off. But what did we do difference here compared to here? We broke the structure. We created a new low of day. So this demand that we create, the supply that we created is a strong supply. So that's something I definitely learned recently, and something you have to keep in mind. We are breaking structure of, we're making higher lows. And so this sell off here, yes, it happened overnight. Might have been a gap down, but it's still a sell off. It's a gap down sell off. Just showing that's really, really strong because we broke that structure right here. So what I should have been doing is watching it come back up to that price right here, hit a high of 181.18. It was 181.22. And look at that sell off from there. I don't think we hit a fair value gap on the way back up, but that was pretty strong. Same like with this one. We had a on the downside we had this big buy, but what did we do? We broke the structure. We broke the recent swing high. So this one, is a definite stronger demand. And look, we had that nice little pop. That nice little pop there. Missed that one. That could have been like a good 30%, 1% move if you time that right. But overall, I think extended hours. I was looking at that 175. I said to my charting group, I was like, watch 175. I think the video might bounce off that. And what does it do? Bounced off, went up there. I was very frustrated. I could have played the video 3 times. Had my eye on Apple for some reason. Just goes kind of lower risk. Apple's a little lower risk. I was looking at just this daily We had that gap down, and I was just like looking at this daily demand. Daily demand, we had a huge dark pool print, but I think they sold it up here, unfortunately. I don't wish I had dark pool information. I just know by Twitter that we had that dark pool print here. But we had, nice drop, rally, base, and then rally. And then I thought we'd come down, touch this daily demand, daily doji, consolidation, and then pop up. And, we just hit. I gotta figure out where's that. It's the top one. We just could not break through it, and we got a lot of ugly. We had that one buying volume candle that I talked about when we hit that, had a nice volume coming in, but we just had an ugly sell. Um, at the same time, Qs were in a daily demand too. Right here, we're looking at that 300 bounce. You can tell Qs really just couldn't really get going. Kind of looked exactly like Apple. Definitely didn't help. Microsoft was super weak. I almost got puts back at that monthly demand where we popped earlier. Microsoft's already lost a week's worth of gains. Just kind of wanted to get Microsoft just to hold. Definitely super weak. Tell once we see we hit that monthly, we popped up a little bit. Facebook, I almost want to get it because we broke below here, but it's so tough. I don't like to play when we break below demand. Like I kind of want to, if we're gonna start heading down, I want to see a supply hit and then a drop. I want that pullback up to supply to get the best price possible, and then drop. I don't mind taking one play today, Apple, and losing. I don't. It doesn't bother me. Um, Definitely a tough week. I mean, really tough week. Everyone went bullish yesterday, and I was still bearish. Um, and tough. Amazon. Amazon hit a daily. Amazon hit this daily supply yesterday. That would have been a huge, huge put swing. Missed that. Um, just doing a lot of different things. This weekend I'm planning on, my wife's off all weekend, so I'm planning on putting about, want to put out like at least 5 videos for you guys. Definitely want to do that fib, 50% fib retracement thing and show you guys how I do my fibs. A lot of people are asking about fair value gaps. I'm going to go into those in more detail, and kind of just probably do a charting video and just try to find a few other topics to go through, to put out more content for you guys. Getting a lot of you guys loving supply and demand. I started through Professor X and one of my discords. I just watched him. He did like kind of supply and demand, like wick fishing, which is a little different. You're like kind of catch to wicks because you wicks show you buying and selling pressure. And from there, I kind of started doing supply and demand, but on like super high time frames. And then I went like everywhere. I went flow. I was just getting calls off flow. I was just getting calls off EMAs. I had an algo. Like I just went completely everywhere, and I ended up with supply and demand. I ended straight back up with supply and demand, and I love it because it makes you more patient. Yeah, a year ago, you guys could have gotten calls and at open and just sat on them all day and closed right before market close, and you would have printed every single day. I could have just alerted here, alerted there, alerted there, alerted there, and that's what I did last year. But now this year, it's tough, very, very tough. Tough market to trade in. You just gotta have set rules. Um, and supply and demand. I love how everyone's getting interested in supply and demand. I think it's the smartest thing. Like you're buying where you're being smart money. You're buying where smart money buys. A lot of people take the breakout and you lose. Like I don't do trend lines. Everyone asks me what my indicators are. These are just random indicators. Sometimes I use them. Sometimes I don't. I just use basically VWAP and price action. But oh yeah, I'm gonna do a small account video too. Try to type up some rules and help you guys with a small account. See a lot of people um, that need small account help, especially times like this. This is where it's hardest. Like look at this. Look at my watch list. Red, 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 all red. DraftKings ended even. Upstart was green. That's about it. But yeah, definitely gonna put some videos out. This weekend is dedicated to cleaning my house because my house is a freaking hoarder. Um, and putting out nice videos and getting ready for the week. Definitely, guys, please, please, please like my Twitter. If you guys are watching this video, like and subscribe. I see a lot of people watching this not subscribing. Guys, subscribe. It's simple. It doesn't take anything. Help me out. Just want to grow this channel. The more people subscribe, more people watch. The more people gets in their algorithm, the more chances of other people watching it, and then boom, I could be social media rich. I don't know, but yeah, TikTok, still getting TikTok out there. Instagram still working. My brother actually messaged me up. I uploaded my Instagram on my personal one. He asked me if I was hacked, and then my mentorship. A lot of people are asking me about supply and demand. It takes a little time um to learn supply and demand. I don't, someone asked me today. I was like, it's not that simple. We can't just talk back and forth for the whole trading day. First off, that's the whole trading day. I have a lot of things to do, and then there's a lot more to it. You should be trading side by side, basically right next to me virtually, trading supply and demand. I gave them Facebook 2 minutes before that even happened. They had the perfect entry on Facebook. Um, what else did I give them this morning? I can't just give you guys. You can't like. It's unfortunate, but like it's so hard to send out alerts on this. Yeah, 9:59 is that hard to catch a knife in demands right now. I was like, stay away from not demands. I said watching Facebook. The video out of demand was huge. I was like, always watch the VIX charts. Um, AMD hit a supply was very very nice. Um, look at this AMD rejection. Huge rejection from there. That could have been a nice one. Tesla, I was like, watch Tesla 700. Um, you could have taken a little scalp off Tesla, bouncing off that 700 right here. Look at that. Nice 15-point move to the upside. I give them, uh, I told them, yes, daily demand is at 425. We have 5-way up, so correction is due. Even before pre-market open, I said, we're going to correct a little bit. Our supply, I gave them the route I wanted. I do recap charts. I make this chart, with Apple. I post my entry, or maybe I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong. I'm not even showing it, but Apple. I show my entry and my exit and explain. Apple daily demand really didn't catch a bounce. QQ, NQ was still in a daily demand. Just market wanted to sell off all day. I think that's the greatest way to learn. Like I wish over 3 years of trading, I wish I would have dedicated some of my time like that. I have people in there asking questions left and right. They're asking questions left and right. And it's just the best way to do it. If you want to improve your trading style, you want to do supply and demand. I mean, we're for this month, we're 6-3 this week, taking some hard losses, but still still green for the week. Really green for the week actually. Our losses we cut short. 14-1 last week and then 15-2 the previous week. So I mean, we're killing it. They're understanding how and why I'm getting into trades and why I'm exiting trades and all that. Like, there's no better way, I think, to have that. You guys have this, you know, if you guys want to sign up, definitely DM me on Discord and we could start, start your new class today. I do it monthly, month by month, but yeah, we're killing it. I'm loving it. I'm learning so much. They're learning so much. But y'all, please have a great rest of your night. And oh, can't open it back up. Y'all have the great rest of your night. Let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. Play price action based on the day. No, thank you guys.